saying those words to let in my imaginary friend. When I was 6 years old, I had polio in my right leg, and my right leg was thinner than the other. When I was lonely or sad, she would cheer me up. My dad would tell me, Frida Kahlo, go out and play. I would play sports, but the neighbors would say, why is Frida doing that? That's not really ladylike. But I would still do it. When I was 15 years old, I went to an academy in Mexico City where 20 out of 2,000 students were girls. There, a Mexican painter named Diego Rivera was painting a mural in the auditorium wall. I would tease this big man, like calling him names like Panzón or saying things from his lunchbox, or simply just putting soap on the stairs, hoping that he'd fall, but he never did. When I was on a rainy September afternoon, when I was 18 years old, my boyfriend Alejandro and I rode a wooden bus home. When the wooden bus rounded the corner, the trolley hit us. It pushed us to the wall, and it broke into two. People fell through the floor, and an iron hand rope pierced my lower abdomen. When I woke up the next morning, I found out that my pelvis and spine was broken, and I was in a full body cast. When I was well enough to go home, my parents brought me an easel, painting supplies, and a mirror that was right above me, so I painted some portraits. When I was good enough to get out of bed, I took 4 of my best paintings and found Diego in Mexico City. I told them, Diego, come down. I need to show you something. I told them, when he came down, I told him, are these any good? He said, yes, they're very original. Go home and paint more. We became good friends, and eventually I married him. They call us the elephant in the bag. They called us that because he was 6 feet tall and weighs 300 pounds. And I was much smaller than him. Our paintings were also different. His murals were very big and public, and my paintings were very small and private. Later on, they asked Diego to go to the United States to paint murals. One of the places we visited was New York. One day, I looked out my window and saw my Mexican dress hanging on the line. I painted my Mexican dress. My dress hangs here. Some things that I painted on there were pollution, the skyscrapers, and the crowds of people, rich and poor. I asked Diego, let's go back to Mexico, and he said, no, I want to stay here. I like the people, the factories, and the excitement. We went back to Mexico, and a French painter asked me to show him an exhibit of my paintings. One of them was chosen to be in the Louvre. When I came back, Diego asked me, I want the divorce. I felt that poke right through me again. Later, I found out that he was cheating on me with my little sister, Christina. I've had 2 great accidents in my life. One was the trolley accident, and the other one was Diego. By far, the worst was Diego. Before I go express my pain through a painting, is there any questions?